Alright guys, so just finished the roux. It's cooled down now. And pepper. Woo. Alright, so put this roux up over here. I'm going to use this pot. So let's see. It's getting hot up on her. Let's see. Let's transfer this. We'll transfer most 3 of these roux. I made about 4, 4.5, so we'll make a big gumbo today. It's very hot. All right. Right. So I'll transfer those roux over later. But right now, let me get over here. Well, you can't see, but I'm getting my crabs. So, do we clean them, break them? They got thundering. Feel like a Garth Brooks afternoon. There we go. All right. Now. We've made them within 3 weeks. Depending on how busy we are. But we like to let them sit for at least 3 days. We just add a little bit of water. Just enough to kill the vegetables. Now we're going to wash our vegetables. Wash all that roux off. There we go. Dai voi, un ciotto sagate che io amo. Facebook's going to penalize my ass. Somebody write something? I can't see. So see how that's coming up like that? Real nice and peanut buttery. Perfect. Even though your roux, see on my étouffée and my sauce piquant roux, I don't cook them but more than about maybe 30-40 minutes. This one's about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. 40 minutes and about 7-minute cool down stir. But while you're doing this, it cooks up some more. So your gumbo roux, you want at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. All right, so I'll pour half of that in. I'll put a little bit more. All right, I'll pour half of that in. I'll leave the other third sitting right there. Just wash all this off. Get all that peanut butter off. Get our soup going. Again, wash the vegetables off, get all that roux off of them. Nice and thick. I used an extra large roux on this one, so this is going to be a really good gumbo. I'm trying to make a 2 or 3 heart gumbo in one day today, so this gumbo will not be ready. Today is Friday. Will not actually be ready the way I like it to be served until Monday or Tuesday, but I will more than likely serve it this weekend. I like the flavor to really kick in, to be strong in it, to be thick. See, that's a really nice thick soup right there. Alright, so that's washed down. I'm gonna let that come up to a boil, and I'm gonna show you on my last, while we add the rest of the soup in last. Can you bring them on camera? It says you can. Well, I guess you can. Alright, so it said bring them on camera, so I'm trying this thing out on Facebook. It says I can't. Well, that doesn't work out that well, does it? Anyway. Anywho, I gotta eat my boiled egg. I'm hungry. All right. There we go. Nice and thick, coming up to a boil. Get all that off the side. 그거를 스톡스 한컵 따뜻하게 roux. 네. 그러면から最後のスープ入れるのもちょっと薄くなる。Okay. That's coming up to a boil. So what I want to do is start adding in my spices, but I don't want to add in my spices while it's boiling, all that steam coming up. So I'll cool it down real quick with the last part of that. Stir that in there. I put that mucho pedirlo. Okay, so we'll add some more soup in later, as my wife was just saying. So before it comes back up to a boil, what I want to do, I picture a square, and then I add my thickness of paprika. Heats up. Where? Mama. Mama, ne? Onegai. All right. So I'm out of paprika. So what I do is I picture a square inside my whatever size pot I'm using, and I add thickness, like my paprika, I add it pretty thick in that square, and that gives me the amount I want to use. To where if I use spice, all seasoning or something like that, I'll just add a thin layer in that square. So, here. 小さい剣いつも買ってちょうだい。あれ大きな剣ダメ。出にくい。So we go in here, we add our paprika. Right. In that square like that. You want it pretty thick. Alright, that's my paprika. Etouffee mother. So stir it up, break it up. I want to hurry and do this because it's going to start boiling up and everything's going to cake in. I don't want all the steam getting into my black pepper. So I got some black pepper in the roux, but and we always got to add a cayenne. There we go. Just a thin layer of that. Don't want it too salty. Just a little bit of spice. A little bit of thyme. Thyme is very strong, so we don't want a lot. A thin layer in that square. Now oregano, like garlic, I go crazy with oregano and garlic. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Mama, you need to try. Garlic in there. See, I got all my spices in there. The perfect timing. It's already coming up to a boil. I'll finish adding my spices. And this is how you make a typical gumbo. There's some other things that I do to my gumbo that I'm sorry I will not show. This is how I make my 9 hearts. We've gone up to 11 hearts on our gumbos before. So there's some things I do to my gumbo. But for a typical gumbo, for anybody who wants to make a gumbo, this is how you make it. This is what you do. It's right there. Where? Add a little bit more garlic. There. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. Wine. And sauce. All right. As up to a boil, start adding the meat in. Add your sausage. There you go. Like I say, for me, cooking is 2 things to get a good flavor: time and timing. How much time to prep it or let it cook, because that's where the flavor comes in, not what I do. You know, you add stuff to it, sure, and add a certain amount, sure, but time, let it cook slow for 2 or 3 hours. Add some more water or broth into it. Let it cook it down a little bit more. Let it sit down for about 6 hours. Let it cool down and put it in a different container, because I don't have a walk-in. And then let it sit in there for 2 or 3 days and take it out, heat it up again. Add a little more something to it. So I'll cook this about 2 or 3 more times before I have it to where I want it. Now it's coming back up to a boil. I'm gonna add all these crab in there. Get all this water out of here. Alright. Then we add our crab. This seafood gumbo has smoked sausage, crab, and shrimp. And we put some giant shrimp in there. There we go. And that's your gumbo right there. You'll just put it on a timer for 30 minutes at a time. You know, turn your fire down when it comes back up to a boil right here. Put the lid on it. Leave the spoon right there, leave the lid open a little bit. Put a timer on for 30 minutes. Every 20-30 minutes, come and check it out. Stir it around. Start your timer over again. If the soup is getting down too much, add a little bit more soup or a little bit more water. Build it back up and let it just keep cooking down. All that flavor gonna get up in there. That's it right there. Another 2 or 3 hours. Let it cook. Ah, yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you. I forgot bay leaves. I crushed mine up. There we go. Put bay leaves in there. Forgot about that. Sorry about that. And then come back up to a boil. The last thing that you need to add in, a little wine. There you go. Just a little bit. If it was after 6 o'clock, I might take a sip. Oh, this is going to be a good gumbo, yeah. Haven't made a gumbo myself, just myself, in a long time. My wife's helping Angelina helped me cut the vegetables, and my wife helping me cut the sausage and get the roux ready and everything else. But it's been a while since I just came in here and cooked one, so I'm gonna make this the way I always wanted it to be, not the way somebody else let it be. This ain't the Beatles, we ain't gonna let it be. I'll put that in later. Put in my secret sauce, my other stuff in later. So, for your typical gumbo, this is what you do, how you make it. I'm not gonna erase this, I'm gonna share it up on there so you guys go check it out. And somebody just give me a heart and a big hug. Thank you. Don't forget to join our Instagram and our YouTube channel. Help us to help others. Because you know we take that when we're busy and everything, when we finally have customers and all that. Again, I'm hoping this place is not dead. But when we finally have all that again, we take 90% of our profits and we feed the homeless, and we feed the military, and we feed elderlies, we feed single moms, we donate money to the orphanages. We don't care about the money, it's why we're in so much trouble all the time. We care, we want to work, you know. When I lived in Japan, I became Japanese. I thought Japanese way, and I lived according to their culture and their ways. When I lived in Jamaica, I did it their way. When I lived in Guam, I did it their way. When I lived in each different state in America, 17 different states, when I was homeless, I stayed out of people's way. But when I live in Okinawa, I do it their way. And in Okinawa, we work. We don't talk about retirement. We don't talk about none of that stuff. We just work. That's probably how they live so long. I don't know. They just work. So that's all me and my family do. We work. We work for others. So by joining Instagram and YouTube and our Facebook, supporting us and sharing us all over the world, that helps us to grow socially. We have over 30,000 people, going on 40,000 people in social media. We need all the help we can get. When I write a post, Facebook doesn't work anymore. When I write a post, I get 2 or 3 likes. Come on. So please go to our Instagram, Warren's Place /home, and our YouTube channel is Warren's Place /home. Because this is your home. It's our house. We built it. Everything by hand for 15 years, me and my wife. But it's your home. So come home while you're on vacation. When you hit Okinawa, come home, stop by and say hi, and have a beer with me. You know, bowl of gumbo. As soon as you hang up here, go to Instagram and YouTube and tell all your friends. Tell them to join. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't cost you a thing. All you got to do is subscribe. We do the rest. Support us. Thank you. You guys have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye. I might be live tonight because we might be having some people around. Take care.